Good morning to all of you. How are you all? I hope you are all doing well today. So students, welcome to learning class. So today's class, we will we will revise data handling, use of data. Okay. So let's start today's class. It's our revision class. Okay. Use of data. Here, here you can see some activity name. Pick and speech, singing, dancing, story writing, no acting, and essay. And here some roll numbers in the class. So students roll number here 1, 6, 11, 3, 5, 6, 9, 12, dancing, story writing, mono acting, and essay. So here students, number of students. So you can see number of students. Pick and speech, there are 3 students. Singing, there are 5 students. Yes, dancing, number of students you can see. Okay, so here data is, yes, for dancing 8 students, story writing, mono acting, and essay. Okay, so here organized data, we have organized data here. Okay, so now you can you tell me how many students are interested in singing competition? Yes, now you can see table here, and you can tell me the answer. Yes, how many students are interested in singing competition? So singing competition, there are 5 students. Okay, so yes, 5 students are interested in singing competition. Now, when I ask you in which activity are the students participating more in number, so can you tell me? Yes, yes, you can see here the number of students, uh, 8, and the activity is dancing. So that means more number of students are participating in dance competition. Now we have one more question here. In which activity are the students participating less in number? Yes, so less in number, mono acting. So less number of students are participating in mono acting competition. Okay, so here students, the definition of data here, the meaningful information in the form of numerical figures is called data. Okay, so students, not only definition here, the meaningful information in form of numerical figures. You can see the numerical figures here. Okay, so okay, now here we have some more examples here. The temperature observed in Guwahati city during first week of October. So here you can see that's temperature. Now the second example, the scores of Indian teams into 2019 World Cup cricket matches. So here some scores are here, and the third one, the marks obtained by 15 students in mathematics. So here you can see in the first example temperature observed, in the second example scores of Indian teams, and third one you can see the 15 students mathematics marks. Okay, so all are data here. Okay, so a collection of, yes, numerical facts with particular information is called data. Okay, and the data obtained in the original form before reorganizing is called raw data. Raw data is, yes, the data obtained in the original form before reorganizing is called raw data. And each entry in the data collected as numerical fact is called an observation. Okay, now like 25 degrees Celsius is a one observation here, second observation, third observation, and so on. Okay, similarly 319 is a one observation, 326 second observation, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth observations are here. So each entry in the data collected as numerical fact is called an observation or score. Okay. Now here let's see more example. Okay, so here you can see some farmers are here: Jitendra, Kamal, Bhaskar, Rituraj, Ujjwal, Rudra and Gopinath. Okay, so who has more number of bags? Can you tell me? Yes, it's difficult to find out which who has more number of bags. So here what will we do? So here you can see when we arrange bags like this, so it's easy to find out who has more bags. Yes, like you can see here Bhaskar. So Bhaskar has more number of bags. Okay. Yes. So here some name Jitendra, Kamal and you can see some profit of farmers here. Now the graph showing the profit earned by farmers. Okay. So here who has got the highest profit? You can see the graph paper, graph it here. Some farmer's name and profit of farmers. You can see 6100, 6590, Kamal profit 6590, Bhaskar's profit 6700, Rituraj profit. Okay, so name of the farmers on the x-axis and profit is on the y-axis. So who has got the highest profit? Yes, you can see the table here, and 6885 the Rudra. So Rudra has got the highest profit here. Now who has got the least profit? So can you tell me who has got the least profit? Yes, you can see the graph paper, and yes, 6100 the least profit, and that is Jitendra. So Jitendra has got least profit here. Okay. Okay, now it's question time, and I have a question for you. So each entry in the data collected as a numerical fact is called. So I'm giving you 30 seconds. Okay. So which option is correct here? Option A, data. Option B, raw data. Option C, observation. And option D, none of these. Yes. Okay, students, so time's up. The right answer is option C, observation. Okay, so option C is right answer here. Okay, now let's move the next part. So here we have one more example of data. So here number of fishes in Anita aquarium, and pictures of one fish represents two fishes. So you can see the name of some species of fishes, and some you can see pictures here. Okay, guppy, alligator, angelfish, neon and zebrafish. Okay, so number of guppy, when if I ask you number of guppy fishes, so can you tell me? Yes, so here you can see two pictures. Okay, and one picture represents two faces, so that means 2 into 2, so number of guppy faces will be 4. Okay, these 4. Now alligator, so yes, 2 into 3, 2 into 3, that is 6. Okay, now students, can tell me number of angelfish? Yes, so yes, 4 pictures and 4 into 2, that is 8. So and number of angelfish is equal to 8 here. Now neon, so neon is 3, 5 to 10, and zebrafish, that is 6. Okay, zebrafish will be 6 here. Okay, so now I have one more example. Rahim is an engineer in an industry, and his take home salary is rupees 36,000 month. Okay. Now his salary is 36 rupees thousand per month, and his expenditure like house rent, food, miscellaneous, children's education, yes, parental care and savings. You can see like here 6,000, 5,000, and yes, miscellaneous 7,000, children's education and parental care and savings. We can represent the data, the graph here. Now, yes, on the x-axis, you can see the expenditure name like a house rent, food, children's education, miscellaneous, parental care and savings, and on the y-axis here the cost of expenditure. We can represent the data on the circular form like pie chart. Okay, so what is graph? So a graph is a visual representation of numerical data. Okay, what is graph? So graph is a visual representation of numerical data. With the help of this graph, so it is easy to understand the data and second analysis the data. Okay. Now you can see here the Anita's aquarium. So it's a pictograph. Okay, it's a type of pictograph. Pictorial representation of data using symbol is called pictograph. Okay, so students remember always it's a pictograph. Okay, it's a type of pictograph. Yes. Now the following pictograph is the daily production of TV sets in an industry in a week. So here you can see the days and number of TV production. Okay, so one picture is equal to 10 TV here. So can you tell me production on Monday? Yes, 3 into 10, that is 30. Production of Tuesday, so yes, 20. Wednesday, yes, 10. Thursday, that will be 4 into 10, 40. Friday is 3 plus 5, so 5 into 10, 50. And Saturday will be only 10. Okay, Saturday will be only 10. Okay, now students, can you tell me how many TVs were sold on Monday? Yes, so you can see the number of TV sold on Monday, that is 30. Okay, so 30 TVs were sold on Monday. Now the second question is on which day the maximum number of TV sets were sold. So here you can see that the maximum number of TV sets. So here 30, 20, 40 and 50. So that is 50. And which day? So that is Friday. Okay. So maximum number of TV sets were sold on Friday. Yes. How many TV sets were sold during the week? So can you tell me how many TV sets were sold during the week? Yes. So students can add all the number of TV sets. Okay. 30 plus 20 plus 10 plus 40 plus 50 plus 10. So what will we get? Yes, that is 160. So 160 TV sets were sold during the week. Now the next question is on which of the days equal number of TV sets were sold? So can you tell me? Yes, it's a pictograph and you can tell me the answer. Okay. Yes, so equal number of TV sets. Okay, so equal number of TV sets. Yes, 10 and 10. And which day? Wednesday and Saturday. So Wednesday and Friday. So equal number of TV sets were sold on Wednesday and Saturday. Okay, now see here, you can see the activity here, cricket match. So graph of runs scored by India in first 10 overs in an ODI. So here you can see number of overs and scores by Indian team. Okay. So now can you tell me in which over the team scored highest run? You can see the graph and tell me the answer. In which over the team scored highest runs? Yes, so you can see the 10th over, and the height of the 10th over, that is that is 18. Okay, so that means 10th over. Okay, now in which over the team has scored no runs, that means maiden over. So here, yes, you can see the 7th over, the height of the 7th over is 0. Yes, that means 7th over, maiden over. So students, we can represent the data like in a pictorial form, or you can see the bar graph here. Okay, x-axis now here competition, and y-axis number of students. So pick and speech, singing, dancing, story writing, more acting, and essay. So now, in which activity are the students participating more numbers? So can you tell me? You can see the graph here and tell me the answer. Which activity are the students participating more in numbers? So you can see the dancing height, the bar of dancing, that is 8. So we can easily find out the answer here. Okay, so dancing more in number, so dancing activity. Yes, and how many? There are 8 students. More number of students are participating in dance competition, and there are 8 students participating in dancing. Okay, now next question is, what are the activities in which you find same number of participants? So yes, you can see here singing and story writing. So both singing and story writing have same height. So that means singing and story writing are same number in participants. And second one, you can see pick and speech, and yes, here, so singing and story writing are same number of students. Okay, so here students, this type of bar is bar graph. Okay, it's a bar graph. So bar graph consists of rectangular bars which are drawn on one of the axis at uniform distance. Okay, okay, now we have one example here. So following are the details of Anurag marks in yearly examination in different subjects. So construct a bar graph for the data. So we have a table here, the Anujat marks, subject and marks, you can see Assamese, English, Hindi, mathematics, science and social science, and marks obtained by Anuja, you can see 85, 90, 70, 95, 90 and 80. So construct a bar graph. So the first step is take a graph sheet and draw two mutually perpendicular lines on it. Okay, so what will we do? First, draw two mutually perpendicular line like this. You can see. Okay, one is what horizontal line, that is x-axis, and second one is vertical line, that is y-axis. Okay, so the horizontal line is called x-axis and the vertical line is called y-axis. Now the second step, that is along the horizontal line, that is x-axis, choose uniform width of the bars with uniform gap between them to represent the subjects. Okay, so on the x-axis we plot subjects. Okay, like this, you can see subjects. So Hindi, yes, Assami, and equal distance we will mark Assami, English, Hindi, math, science and social science. And on the y-axis, so step 3, what will we do? Yes, on the vertical line, that is y-axis, we have to represent the number of marks. So as we have to represent a maximum number of 100 marks, maximum 100 marks, maximum 100 marks. So we have to choose an appropriate scale. Okay. So there are 100 marks here. So we choose a scale as y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 marks. Okay, that means for 1 marks that is 1 by 10 centimeter. Okay. Now we mark the marks on y-axis. Okay. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100 like this. Now one by one we plot the subjects. Assam is 85 marks. So taking height 85 you can see and draw a bar like this. Okay. Then next one English and taking height 90 on the y-axis. Okay, draw a bar like this. Okay. Similarly, we can draw Hindi, mathematics, science, and social science. Okay. Hindi, so 70, so 70 marks. Mathematics 95, so 95. Take height 95. Yes. Again science 90. Then social science 80. Yes. Okay. So it's a bar graph. Okay, now it's question time, students, and I have a question for you. So, pictorial representation of data using symbol is known as, and I'm giving you 30 seconds. So, which option is correct here? Pictorial representation of data using symbols is known as. Yes, we have already discussed about the pictorial graph. Okay. Yes. Okay. Times up, student. The right answer is option B. Pictograph. Pictorial representation of data using symbol is known as pictograph. Okay. So option B is right answer here. Now bar graphs to represent the performance of Dipti and Himanta in the final exam. So you can see the bar graph here. Dipti and Himanta scores are here. Performance of Dipti and performance of Himanta. There are two separate bar graphs here. Okay. Now if I ask you which performance is whose performance is better in Assami subjects, so can you tell me? Yes, here you can see the Assami subjects. Dipti got 85 marks and Hemanta got 90 marks. So which performance is better? Yes, 90 marks, that is Hemanta. So Hemanta performance is better in Assam subject. Okay. Then when we compare both graph like this, you can see double bar graph here. Okay. Here marks Dipti and marks of Hemanta. And you can see different bar and different color, yellow and blue. Okay. Now then if I ask you who has scored high marks, ask me, so it's pretty simple to find out the answer now. Okay, who has scored high marks in Assamese? So you can see here Assamese bar and Assamese subjects. So here, yes, Himanta has scored highest marks in Assamese. Okay. Now, who has scored highest marks in mathematics? So can you tell me who has scored highest marks in the mathematics? Yes, you can see here, and the yellow bar, that is Dipti, so that means Dipti has scored highest marks in mathematics. Yes, and that is 95. Okay, Dipti has scored highest marks in mathematics. Okay, now who has scored highest marks in social science? Can you tell me, students, who has scored highest marks in social science? Yes, you can see here social science both are got equal marks. Yes. So in social science, both of them have scored equal marks. So when you want to compare the same quantity between two different data, so we use double or composite bar graph. So it's a double bar graph. Remember always, okay? It's a double bar graph. Double bar graph, or we can composite bar graph. Okay, now it's question time. So a bar graph is made by, so some dots on graph, some lines on graph, some rectangular bars on graph, and none of these. So which option is correct here? I'm giving you 30 seconds. Okay. Yes, a bar graph is made by some dots on graph, some lines on graph, some rectangular bars on graph, and none of these. Yes. So bar graph is made by, yes, some rectangular bars on graph. Option C, that is right answer here. Okay. Some rectangular bars on graph. Okay. Yes. Now let's move the next part. Okay, so how to construct double bar graph? So let's see. So the following table shows the education level of man and woman in Assam. So represent it. So table double graph. Okay, double bar graph. So here you can see education level, middle, secondary, higher secondary, and graduate, and number of male and number of female in 10,000. Okay, so we construct a double bar graph here. So step one, draw two lines on a graph paper which are perpendicular to each other and mark it as x-axis and y-axis. Okay, students. So x-axis and y-axis, where x-axis, that is a horizontal line, and vertical line, that is y-axis. Okay, so remember always, horizontal line, that is x-axis, vertical line, that is y-axis. Okay, and both are mutually perpendicular. So you can see here the graph on the graph paper, draw two mutually perpendicular lines, x-axis and y-axis. Now the second step, that is along the x-axis, mark the education level of male and female with uniform width, with equal gaps. Okay, so on the x-axis, so we will mark education level. Okay, and that is middle, secondary, higher secondary, and graduate. There are four levels: so middle, secondary, higher secondary, and graduate. Yes. Now the next step will be along the y-axis, mark the number of male and female, and choose a convenient scale to determine the height of the bars. Okay, so you can choose any yes, convenient scale. Okay, so 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 80, 90, 120. Okay, so that's number of female and male and female. Okay, so here you can see scale, that is x-axis 1 centimeter equal to education level, and on the y-axis, that is 1 centimeter equal to 10 male or female. So now we'll choose color. So male, that you can see the color here, and now middle. So middle education level, that is number of male in 10,095. So taking height as 95, so draw a rectangular bar like this. Okay, Second one, number of female, so 92. So taking 92 as height, okay, and draw a rectangular bar like this. Yes, you can see here. Similarly, secondary education level, so number of male 20 and number of female 25. So taking height 20 and 25, draw up rectangular bar. Okay. Similarly, higher secondary and then graduate level, like yes. So higher secondary 45 and 30. So taking height 45, draw a rectangular bar, then taking height 30, draw a rectangular bar like this. Okay, 35, 45 and 30. Then last one, graduate level, so 30 and 25. So 30 and 25. Yes. Okay, so it's the double bar graph. Now, so here in higher secondary education, who male or female is more in number? So can you tell me? So see the graph, double bar graph, and tell me the answer. In higher secondary education, who male or female is more in number? So here secondary education, okay, and secondary education. So number of, yes, higher secondary education. So higher secondary education, you can see number of males are more than number of females. Okay, yes. 45 and 30. So in higher secondary education, males are more common. Okay. Now the second question is, at which level is the number of females higher? So can you tell me at which level is the number of females higher? Yes. So you can see yes. Number of females. So yes, secondary level, secondary education level. Okay. So secondary education level, females are higher. Okay. Okay, students, now it's question time, and I have a question for you. So the scale on y-axis is 1 centimeter is equal to 20 students. Then which point on y-axis will show 70 students? And yes, I am giving you 45 seconds. So which option is correct here? 3 centimeter, 3.5 centimeter, and 4.5 centimeter. Okay, 1 centimeter is equal to 20 students on y-axis. Then which point on y-axis will show 70 students? Yes. Okay, students, time up. The right answer is option C, 3.5 centimeter. You can see 1 centimeter is equal to 20 students. Okay, so 1 centimeter, that is 20 students. Then 2 centimeter, 40 students. 3 centimeter, 60 students, and yes, 4 centimeter, 80 students. But on in the question you can see 70 students. So 70 means between 60 and 80. Okay, so that is 3.5 centimeter. Okay, so that answer is option C, 3.5 centimeter. Okay, now let's move the next part. So data showing rainfall in centimeter at Guwahati during 8 months of a year. You can see the data here. So bar graph showing rainfall in centimeter at Guwahati during 8 months of a year. So we can see bar graph here. March, April, May, June, July, August, September and October. So can you tell me in which of the month rainfall was maximum. Yes, you can see the rectangular bar in July, so that is the highest, and so July month, okay, rainfall was maximum in July. Next question is, what was the measure of rainfall during September? Yes, tell me. Yes, you can see September month and the rainfall measure as 20. Okay, so that is 20. So there was 20 centimeter of rainfall during September. Yes. Now, which month was the driest? So that means minimum rainfall. Okay, that is, you can see, that is March. Okay, the minimum rainfall, the March. Okay, students. So it's a feedback question. How do you feel? Happy, quite good, satisfactory, or confused? So I'm giving you 25 seconds. Okay. So today I revised some bar graph, double bar graph, pictograph we see in the today's class. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed today's class. Okay, students. So it's time to end the class. Okay. And bye bye. Take care. See you in the next class.